happy. But the team does look good. It's bothering me. Jamar Chase, Michael Pittman Jr.
Steiny was in the championship last year with an auto draft.
A.J. Brown, Anthony Richardson, Aaron Rodgers, Sam Laporta. Not a bad team. Not a bad team. Jaylen Warren. Not a bad team. But I was disappointed. Auto draft, man. Come on. Joke's on me, right? Ha, ha. So, no drafts today. Draft season's done.
I give you number one pick overall in fantasy, and you have to choose a Niner.
Oh, it's Christian McCaffrey.
Without hesitation?
I mean, what?
That's who I got number one overall in the 95-7 the Game Fantasy League.
And you picked him?
I did, yes. It was not that hard of a choice.
You kind of have to. Yeah.
I mean, come on.
I had the number one overall pick in another league last year, and I made the wrong decision. I was not going to do that again.
Yeah, it's tough for me picking Niners because every time I do, I feel like I curse them.
I never really picked Niners, and I don't have a Niner on my team this year. But if I had the number one over a pick, why wouldn't it be Christian McCaffrey?
Well, it's interesting because Aiyuk was falling in a lot of drafts because of this whole situation, and I got him really late in ours. I was like, you know what? Screw it. Like, there's the values there. I was like, I'm just going to take this
Thinking
guy.
He'd be a Raider,
right? Well, no, not even. No, that'd be worse. Actually, that'd be worse. I do not want him. Yeah, for fantasy.
That's why I didn't take Devontae Adams.
Yeah, exactly. You don't want to take Devontae.
I did get Brock Bowers.
No, Brock Bowers. You should be taking. Yeah, he's going to get a lot of touchdowns.
He slipped. Yeah, I do like Brock.
But he kept falling. I was like, I'll take him. I was like, I don't feel great about it. We'll see. Then he signed 2 days later. Then I feel awesome about it. I think Ayuk's going to be fine. You guys worried about him at all?
No.
Anything like that? No?
So when he signed, you guys saw the video. I'm in the hotel room, and I was fired up. Like, my guy Ayuk signed. Because you know what? The process of everything, and I get fandom. We lose our minds. Michael Irvin said it best yesterday. I was watching It Is What It Is with Cameron and Mace. And Michael Irvin said, since I became a fan, it's a roller coaster. He goes, when my team loses, I'm done with them. I'm done. And by Thursday, I'm back at the altar saying I do. And so I get fandom. And with that said, the whole Aiyuk situation, it made people crazy to where we underrated Brandon Aiyuk. We underrated him. The guy was a second-team All-Pro last year, and we underrated him, saying that he's just replaceable. He never sees double teams, blah, 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 blah. And the minute he signs, I saw how many people were smiling. And then Baldy comes out with the breakdown the next day, the Super Bowl breakdown. And it kind of validated everything I thought about Brandon Aiyuk. So I'm excited about him to see what he does. Now, will he receive for over 1,300 yards? I don't know. They have so many weapons. Who the hell knows? But can he go 1,000 yards again? Absolutely. 3 years in a row going to over 1,000?
I mean, that he should. It's like 60 yards a game. I mean, I think he should do that pretty effortlessly.
But no, it's a little different on this team when you have this many weapons.
But it's 60 yards a game. I mean,
come on.
I mean, if he maintains a 15 yard per catch average, that's like 4 or 5 catches, he should be able to do that, no problem. I think he'll be more prolific than that. I think the majority of right-minded people think that he's a really good player. And so the team is way better with him on it. And he really fits what they want to do in terms of route running, creating separation, contested catches, his synergy with Brock. A lot of people wanted him. I think the way that he went about it might have rubbed some people the wrong way.
I don't know.
We poke holes in people's game when we think they're out the door. Like Eric Armstead right now. Eric Armstead was a really good 49er, and when he's not on the team or when he's injured or whatever, people start coming up with all the criticisms of a player's play. I think the majority of people think that the team is better with a player of that caliber.
That wasn't the tenor of the conversation all offseason when it came to Brandon Aiyuk. What you just said there was not the tenor of the conversation with most Niner fans that called this show and the conversations we're having. I heard a lot of, he's replaceable. He's just another dude. He's not a top 10 wide receiver. He's not worth the 28. Just play for the 14. Blah, 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 blah. Like Keeping the Faith right here on YouTube, for example. I'm happy Aiyuk is back, but I'll keep it 100. I'm booing him out of the tunnel Monday night. Now, come on. That was the conversation for so long with Brandon Aiyuk. So now it's all good, and I think we're all happy that he signed. We got our number one receiver back. We got a rapport with Brock Purdy and Brandon Aiyuk, and let's roll. So that makes me feel great. That makes me feel great, and that makes me feel great that the Niners are going to have this offense back in wholesome, trying to go to another Super Bowl and trying to win one, for crying out loud. Let's go to the lines. Let's go to Tyler in San Francisco. Tyler, what's happening?
Gang violence. My boys, we are finally back. How do y'all feel?
Tyler, do me a favor. Let's retire that front end stuff. Just given in light of everything that's going on in the world. And here, let's just not bring that up.
Oh yeah. Sorry. Shout out white boy Rick. Get well soon, my boy. Real quick, 2 things. I had the first pick in the draft last night. I took CeeDee Lamb over Christian McCaffrey. Did I make the right decision?
Wait, who'd you take? CeeDee Lamb over Christian McCaffrey?
I took the Lamb.
Yeah, that was dumb. That was dumb.
In a 1 point, it's a 1 point per reception, bro. He was the leading fantasy player last
Tyler,
year.
I don't care about your fantasy team, Tyler. I don't care.
Just flush him.
I don't care. No. What you got? What you got? Get to the call. I don't want to flush you, man. You've been good to us. You better get to it.
It doesn't mean that you can't get flushed.
If Shanahan makes it back to the Super Bowl again this year and loses for a 3rd time, which would be our 4th time in most modern Niner fans' history, should he be on the hot seat or fired?
What do you think, Tyler? You think he should be on the hot seat fired?
If you lose, hey, Bill Belichick won 7 Super Bowls, or 6 Super Bowls, and he doesn't have a job. If you lose,
it's time to flush you, Tyler. We got to flush you.
I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You can sit here and do a sugarcoat job.
Your call's not good. It started off on the wrong foot. It didn't end well. You need to contact Flowing Water Plumbing and Drain at flowingwater.net. I mean, come on. I mean,
one of the things that I always say is read the room. Read the room a little. Not you.
In terms of Shanahan?
No, Tyler. Just read the room.
The gang violence?
The whole call.
I mean,
the whole call. Just read the room.
I mean,
now, back to Shanahan. Do I think Shanahan's polarizing? I do, Bonte. I think he's really, really,
he said
really
hot
polarizing.
seat. Should he be on the hot seat?
No, that's a little too far.
Guy's 54-29 over the last 5 years, and he's 8-4 in the playoffs.
There's no doubt. But look, he's really good at what he does. Can he get over the hump? And, we could talk about the margin of victory, meaning how slim the margins are that create wins and losses, right? Literally a bounce here, a bounce there, and the Niners are looking at an entire different situation. I mean, you could say that during the Harbaugh era. You could say that during the Shanahan era. I think he's really, really, really good. But I know that for a lot of people, I took a lot of calls last week, and I don't agree with this, but for a lot of people, it's like, wow, is this guy ever going to get over the hump? And that's a different question than is he on the hot seat? It's is he going to break through?
When you asked, and we'll get to Nick and Berkeley in just a second. When you asked people, hey, if I say Shanahan, you say what? What were some of the answers? I'm eager to hear it. Spinoni, you got it?
Well, we cut up an entire sound of people, giving their answers, and these aren't just like the hand-selected ones. This is just in a row.
Oh, you got. Do I have it here? Oh, okay, all right. Let's get Nick and Berkeley. Nick and Berkeley were scrambled back there. Nick and Berkeley, what's happening?
Hey, man, first of all, check this out. First of all, the Niners, we don't care who you are. We don't care about the Jets. The J is for joke. They're not relevant. It's like you say, Bonte, there's levels to this, man, and they're not even on our level. We're about to pull the plug and put them out of their misery in the first game, bro. All the little dreams that's getting shot down. I mean, they don't even have their own stadium. What pro team doesn't have their own stadium, for God's sake? It's ridiculous. No wonder they're garbage, man. They're just going to sweep them under the rug. Shanahan, if you want to win and you're letting your hair grow out, man, rock some cornrows and really shock the crowd. Feel me? You know what I'm saying? That's how you need to roll, Shanahan, because you go to all these parties and you friends with Lil Wayne and all that, man. Have Lil Wayne's hairdresser twist you up or something. And check this out, man. Why not us is what I'm talking about this year. Sasky, stop worrying, bro. There's no more worrying. Don't talk. The word scared should not come out your mouth because you know what? They're not popping no more champagne in Miami. We about to go undefeated. Why not? Why not? Game by game, play by play. Why not? Why not? We've been through every possible game in ridiculous circumstances in every game, all these losses. And Shanahan, in the 2019 season, we almost went undefeated. Like it was like 3 games, like just little fluke plays on special teams that we lost games. Dude, it's the sloppiness and the little things. Know the rules, Shanahan. Don't tune out. Stay with us every play. Don't disappear for 12 plays.
Nick, I need you to call back Friday to hype us up. Friday, give us a call back Friday.
I I'm not mad at undefeated.
Yeah, I mean,
I'd start with winning the West and work my way up to number 1 seed.
How about to start by winning September the 9th?
Yeah, that would be nice.
I mean, this to start. So I want to hear the reactions from. So when you asked the Shanahan stuff.
So the question was very simple.
Yeah.
We had a 5-pack of questions. I actually thought it was a really cool exercise. I'd like to incorporate it more often, where we asked the callers 5 questions and they had to answer them in rat-a-tat-tat form. So it was like, I say Kyle Shanahan and you say what? That was what we said. So if we do the exercise, Bonte, I'll say it to you. I say Kyle Shanahan and you say what?
Hell of a head coach.
I said winner. He's a winner. He's been here 54-29 or whatever it is since 2021. I mean, he's winner.
Yeah, hell of a head coach.
All right.
Hell of a head coach. One of the 5 best in the NFL.
This is what the audience said. When I say Kyle Shanahan, you say what?
Tortured genius.
Wow, I love that answer.
Well, that's BPA. Wait,
When I say Kyle Shanahan, Connie, you say what?
Mastermind.
Ooh, I like that.
Not mad at that.
When I say Kyle Shanahan, you say what?
Plays to not lose the game instead of win the game.
When I say Kyle Shanahan, you say what?
He'll get you to the end, but scared.
When I say Kyle Shanahan, you say what?
Trying to be a guru.
When I say Kyle Shanahan, you say what?
Scheme master.
When I say Kyle Shanahan, you say?
Hot seat.
Oh, man.
When I say Kyle Shanahan, Robin, you say what?
I'm going to say poor judgment at times.
Oh, judgment at times. I like that. When I say Kyle Shanahan, Kev, you say what?
Aging football savant.
When I say Kyle Shanahan, you say what?
I'm going to say he's bullheaded. I mean, he gets in his own way a lot. He doesn't play players he's supposed to play. I think he's bullheaded.
The biggest threat to the 49ers in the NFC is what team?
If I got to go with a team, I'm going to say Philly. My sleeper team would be Captain Kirk. But Kyle Shanahan is the biggest threat.
Damn.
What did you think of those responses?
It's kind of funny. Some good responses. I agree with a few of them.
I do too.
In some of these big games, he does play not to lose. That's why it shocked the hell out of me when he decided to go for it in the Super Bowl. And he hit George Kittle on the out route. I was like, what? This isn't Shanahan-like. But he does get a little conservative. He does get a little conservative in big games. Now, he's been in a lot of big games. Maybe it's the quarterback, which is why he's held back. But then again, I think, well, if it was a quarterback, why the hell did you dial up 4 pass plays with a minute 49 at the 49-yard line with 3